Hey boys and girls, Miss Seagreaves here, sharing another story by Steve Herman called Teach Your Dragon to Share. This is a great one today because a lot of us are still learning from home and we might have to share technology or share the room without we're studying, and sometimes it gets a little tricky. So if you have a little brother or sister or maybe a cousin that needs to learn a little bit more about sharing, this is a great story to share with everybody. This is volume 17 in the My Dragon Book series. Hello, my name is Drew, and I'm very glad you're here. Meet my dragon, Diggory do. But let me make it clear. Diggory do is tame and trained. He's as gentle as can be, and ever since I got him, he's been a great friend to me. Since Diggory do was little, he needed to be taught about the things that he should do and the things that he should not. Like always use good manners, say thank you and please, and cover up his mouth and nose when he must cough or sneeze. He learned to play with toys, to be careful not to break them, and clean up all his messes whenever he would make them. He learned to mind his temper and not look for stuff to burn. The list was rather long of all the things he had to learn. I never shall forget how Diggory do became aware of why it is important that we all must learn to share. I like to tell the story to boys and girls like you of how my dragon learned to share so you can learn it too. Not too long ago, before Diggory learned a better way, he kept the toys all for himself so no one else could play. I'm all alone, cried Diggory do, and I'm not having fun. Everyone has lots of friends. I'd be happy with just one. Mother baked an apple pie and set it on the shelf. Diggory saw it sitting there and ate it all by himself. He licked his lips and then declared, that pie was yummy. Then he felt a rumble and an ache inside his tummy. Diggory aced his spelling test, and he was feeling swell. Instead of sharing his good news, he chose not to tell. And even though it made him glad, he didn't comprehend that joy is twice as nice when we share it with a friend. Once Diggory got his feelings hurt, and he was feeling blue, but he didn't tell a single soul. No one had a clue. He kept the hurt all bottled up and bore it all alone. His buddies could have cheered him up if they had only known. Diggory do's a helper. One thing that he does that's cool is help teacher clean the classroom daily after school. When other friends asked to help, he told them, go away. So while Diggory do was working, the others went to play. Diggory's life was kind of tough, so I told him, don't despair. You just need some lessons in learning how to share. Diggory said, I'm listening. I could use a tip or two regarding what I'm doing wrong and what I ought to do. If you want more friends, I said, here's what you should do. Share your toys with other kids, and they will share theirs with you. When you have an apple pie, give everyone a slice. Then they'll split their treats with you. Doesn't that sound nice? When you have good news to tell, I think you'll find it true that when you share it with some friends, they'll be happy too. Also share with others when life doesn't go as planned. They'll rally around and cheer you up. Your friends will understand. And when you share the chores you have, I think that you'll agree. You'll have more fun and get more done. Try it and you'll see. Diggory scratched his head and said, "That's good advice, no doubt. You've never steered me wrong before. Okay, I'll try it out." So Diggory Doo began to share a little bit each day, and then he shared with me what he learned along the way. It wasn't always easy, and sometimes he'd forget, but Diggory learned his lesson about how to share, you bet. "Drew," he said, "I now can see that sharing's worth the trouble, for when you share the good things, your happiness will double. But when it comes to duties or the sorrows that you bear, you can cut them right in half. Just remember, you must share." I was proud of Diggory Doo. I could see that he is smart, for he had learned his lesson and he'd taken it to heart. So will you share or won't you? The choice is up to you. You'll be happy if you share, just like my Diggory Doo. Okay, so this story was a great reason to share, and not just sharing toys and computers, but sometimes sharing things that might make us scared or some ideas that we have in our head that make us sad. So remember, sharing is caring, and it helps ease the burden if it's something that is on our mind, but it also helps to share and make friends and make everybody have a better time. So share this story with everybody and enjoy. See you soon.